Have you ever wondered what some of the weirdest bans in NBA history are? From fashion choices to quirky habits, the league has cracked down on some surprising things. For instance, did you know Rajon Rondo's upside-down headband in 2010 led to an official ban? Or that the NBA once banned Karen Butler from chewing straws during games, citing safety concerns? Then there's Dwyane Wade's graphic bandages, which went from injury treatment to fashion statement, until the NBA decided it was no longer okay. And don't forget Vince Carter, who was prohibited from listening to music during warm-ups. What do you think? Were these bans just ridiculous, or did the NBA have a point? Subscribe for more incredible NBA stories that you don't want to miss out. Matthew Dellavedova. Ever heard of a player getting banned for tracking his heart rate? Yeah, seriously. In the 2015-16 season, Matthew Dellavedova, point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, wore a Whoop bracelet during games. What's that? It's a smart band that tracks stuff like heart rate and body temperature. Harmless, right? It doesn't boost performance, hurt anyone, or give any unfair edge. It's a fitness tracker. So, what's the big deal? Well, the NBA didn't like it one bit. They said the bracelet broke the league's ban on wearable tech during games. Whether they were worried about unfair data use or just didn't want to risk Dellavedova turning into some kind of James Bond spy on the court, they stepped in fast. The league banned him from wearing it for the rest of the season. Kinda weird. A player is trying to be more aware of his health and getting blocked for it. Do you think the NBA was being overly strict? Or were they just trying to stay ahead of a tech wave they didn't fully trust yet? Either way, it's one of the strangest bans the league has ever handed down. LeBron James. LeBron James may look superhuman on the court, but in the 2013-14 season, even he took a hit, literally. In a late February win over Oklahoma City, LeBron broke his nose. Now, most players would throw on the usual clear protective mask and move on, but not LeBron. In true kingly fashion, he showed up in the next game against the New York Knicks, rocking a sleek black carbon fiber mask. Think Zorro meets Batman. And yes, it looked awesome. The internet loved it. Fans loved it. He even dropped 31 points in a win while wearing it. But guess who didn't love it? The NBA. The league quickly stepped in and demanded LeBron ditch the black mask and switch back to a clear one. Why? Well, official reasons were never super clear, pun intended. But many believed the league just didn't want their biggest star's face covered. After all, LeBron is the face of the NBA. Literally. Was it about safety, uniformity, or did they just miss seeing that iconic game face? What do you think? Fair call or fun police? We hope you're enjoying this. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Rajon Rondo. Headbands are pretty common in the NBA, right? They help players keep sweat out of their eyes, control their hair, or maybe even cover up a less than perfect hairline. Looking at you, LeBron. But in 2010, Rajon Rondo took things to a whole new level during his time with the Boston Celtics. He started wearing his headband upside down. Now you might be thinking, why does that matter? Well, the NBA didn't see it that way. The league was not ready to accept this bold upside-down fashion statement, even if it was just Rondo's style. In a move of swift, unwavering justice, the NBA officially banned the upside-down headband. Uniform rules were updated to make sure players couldn't sport their headbands in any other way than the approved style. Was it such a big deal? Did Rondo's upside-down headband mess with the game? Or was it just a harmless bit of self-expression? One thing's for sure. The NBA was not about to let the fashion choices of its players get out of hand. Karen Butler. Karen Butler is one of the toughest guys to ever step onto an NBA court. Before becoming an NBA champion and two-time All-Star, he had a tough start, was arrested 15 times before turning 15, and learning basketball while serving time in juvenile detention. So, yeah, the guy's got some serious grit. But in 2010, while playing for the Dallas Mavericks, something unexpected happened. The NBA noticed that Butler had developed a habit of chewing straws on the sidelines during games. And, believe it or not, the league decided to step in. Why? Because the NBA banned him from chewing straws on the court, for safety reasons. Tim Frank, NBA Senior Vice President for Basketball Communications, said, "It's a safety issue, period." Wait, what? Straw chewing was now a danger? Even though straw-related deaths are almost non-existent, the NBA was having none of it. Butler, a man who survived some of the roughest streets in Racine, Wisconsin, was told to ditch the straws during games for his safety. Was this a bit over the top? Or did the NBA just want to cover all its bases? Dwyane Wade. Back in 2009, Dwyane Wade made a bold fashion statement on the court by wearing graphic print bandages below his left eye. Now, these weren't just any bandages. Originally meant for treating injuries, Wade turned them into an early statement of NBA aesthetic independence. His bandages sported designs like the American flag, his nickname Flash, and even his own last name. It was a cool, quirky look, and you probably remember him rocking it during that year's All-Star weekend. But the NBA wasn't a fan of this new trend, and in 2016, you could even argue that feeling good about your look has a positive impact on your mental health. What do you think? Should the NBA have let Wade's bandages slide, or was it a rule worth enforcing? It's among the most unusual bans we've ever witnessed. Truly unexpected, bold, and unlike anything we've encountered before. Vince Carter. In 2004, iPods were all the rage, right? Everyone was rocking their little Apple devices, listening to music on the go, whether it was on the bus, at home, or even at the gym. But in the NBA, listening to music during pre-game warm-ups didn't fly. Vince Carter, always ahead of the curve, thought it would be a cool way to get in the zone before a game with the Toronto Raptors. He plugged in his iPod, put on his headphones, and started getting into his pre-game groove. Seemed harmless enough, right? Well, the NBA didn't think so. The league wasn't having any of it. They banned Vince Carter and any other players who followed his lead from listening to music during warm-ups. The explanation? The league said the players needed to be focused and maintain proper warm-up discipline. No fun allowed. It's hard to imagine a time when listening to music was considered a distraction, but the NBA was all about keeping players in line, even if it meant banning a bit of pre-game fun. Do you think the NBA was too strict? Or was it really about keeping things professional? Either way, that ban is a blast from the past. The NBA has handed out some seriously strange bans over the years, like LeBron's black mask, Rondo's upside-down headband, or Dellavedova's fitness tracker. Some were about safety, others kind of questionable. Why ban straw chewing or music during warm-ups? Were they protecting the game or just being picky? Either way, these quirky rules add some unexpected fun to NBA history. Which band shocked you most? Let us know in the comments. And if you're into the weird side of basketball, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next wild story.